Well, hello again, friends. Welcome to another episode of the More Joy podcast, broadcast, YouTube, vlog. Man, there's so many terms we could do.
We're here.
And for those who are just maybe joining us, I'm Brad. This is my lovely,
Celina.
very good, my lovely wife. Hey, I know at the time this is coming out later, but at the day we're recording this, happy anniversary Eve.
Yes, thank you.
Very good.
Thank
Tomorrow is our 27th.
Yeah?
Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Man.
27th anniversary.
And since we saw you guys last time, we have officially become grandparents. Woohoo!
It's the best feeling ever.
So our first granddaughter, little Willow Irene Mellett, was born on February the 9th.
Yep.
And Mama and Baby are doing great.
Yes.
And she's just cute and awesome.
Yes.
And she just needs to grow up a little bit faster so we can play with her.
That's right.
So funny that when you have
That's
kids,
awesome.
you're like going, no, don't grow up. Don't grow up. But now I'm like that.
grandbabies,
I'm
you're
a
like,
grandparent.
hurry,
I'm like
come
going,
on, come
can we go
on."
play now? When can we go fishing? I don't know. We got to do something. But anyway, so welcome to the show. It's so good to have everybody. And we're just going to continue along and pick up where we left off, which is bringing you more joy.
Yes.
Again, our heart is to share the things that we've heard,
Yes.
the things we've seen, the
Yeah.
things we've handled concerning the word of life, concerning God's word and
Yeah.
design on family life, marriage, work life, all of the stuff.
And speaking of, we have
Just
so
jumped
much
right in.
more joy because we're grandparents now.
Oh, that's so cool.
And it's
That's
just
right.
such a neat thing because I know everybody around says, oh, being grandparents is better than being parents is so wonderful and all that. You know, and I agree. What I love is that in God's design for family, it goes from glory to glory. In God's design, it goes from better to better to
very
better.
good.
In God's design, it's not like you had purgatory and had to go through horrible things as a parent so that one day you can just get those grandbabies and then spoil them and send them home as a revenge, right? Like that's not the more joy we're talking
No,
about.
very good. That is so good.
And so really the dawning realization of legacy has been starting
That's
to
so
creep
good.
up on me in these last couple of weeks. And I mean, Baby just got here 3 or 4 days ago, but just the realization, I'm looking at the right camera now. Thank you. Just the realization of legacy, the realization of if I taught my children, did I do a good enough job for them to teach their children?
Very
Now
good.
it's starting to be proven. And you don't do that by just more effort or more grind or more whatever. You do that in heart
So good.
connection. And I know that what we're about to talk about with the more joy thing, guys, it's such a real thing because there is such a depth of reality. We keep it real.
Yes.
With our kids, if it's not real, it's no good.
Yeah.
Like
very
you
good.
have to keep it real. It can't be about just, oh, we heard this at church and we're just going to say that we did that. It's more about where's your heart? Where's your heart at? I'm more interested in knowing where your heart is, even through the tough situations of discipline, even through all of that. But I want your heartstrings tied to mine constantly. And so the more joy, I just wanted to give you a little taste of what we're probably going to continue talking about. But when it comes to the grandparenting part, oh my goodness, even more joy simply because now you see how you, full circle, how you invested into the relationships with your children with that longevity in mind. And it's a telltale sign. Is that how you say that? When your kids want to come talk to you
so good.
about their new marriage or their new baby. They want to pick your brain. They
Very
want
good.
your advice. They want to come over to your house because it's a more joy. That's the kind of stuff we're really going to get into on how to get there. Okay?
That's very good. And let's just keep going because, I mean, this is what we do and to do very spot. So pick up where you did it because you were saying, you know, many times we come to this place as grandparents and, you know, we've heard it all. Like you said, oh, now you get to buy them candy and sugar them up and send them home. I've heard somebody say, you know, that grandchildren are they're the reward for not killing your children. You know, There's all these phrases, and guys, listen. The thing is this now. Pay attention. Remember we talked about it's the little foxes that spoil the vine.
Yes.
There are little sayings.
That
There are little
convey
thoughts
attitudes.
that convey attitude that really do not serve us well, right? So the idea that children are this opportunity for you, like you said, to get revenge on your children, or to spoil your kids and send them home and go bye.
Right.
Listen, that's my opinion. That is very destructive thinking.
I agree.
And I know you agree because we talk about it a lot together. That might be new for folks hearing because, again, we have so many different thoughts that come into family life, right? It's like, so let's back the train up and let's talk about some of this. Because this is, again, we're talking about catching the little foxes that spoil the vine is where we kind of are. So this, I know it's not exactly what's on the notes. And
That's okay.
You're going to be okay. But you started this.
I started it. I take full responsibility.
Look at you exiting the on-ramp.
And thank you for coming with me.
And so it's these small foxes that spoil the things in life. And so if we back up, many people, that's what we say even to our kids. Hey, listen, you need to wait to get married. You need to get all this, you need to get your career in place. You need to be making some money. You need to be doing this. You need to live you some life. You need to have you some experience. But if we're not careful, the little fox that's in that thought is because marriage is going to rob from you.
Right.
Marriage is going to take away from you. Marriage is going to cause you financial pain and woe and worry. I kind of pick on young people all the time, and you know this, but they may not. I look at people and I say, hey, listen, what if I told you? What if there's, I'll pick on Rodney because Rodney, So what if there was one thing in life, just one thing, that if you did this one thing and you did it well, you would live longer. You would be more financially, not even just stable, but you'd be more prosperous.
Right.
Right. You would have a better opportunity in your career because they're actually actively looking for people who have this skill in place above even talented people.
Yes.
Right. So you'd live longer, you'd make more money, you'd succeed better at whatever your career is. You'd be happier.
Yep.
In your soul, and you would have way better sex than anybody else in the world.
That's right.
Now, would you be even interested in knowing what it is?
What is that?
And what it's called is marriage.
But I will say this. Marriage done God's way.
Now, of course, yes.
Of course. I'm just, I've heard you say a lot of things. You've heard me say a lot of things. But we just have to remember our audience is new to us.
They might
sometimes.
be new. That's true.
And so marriage God's way, the way he designed it to work, with you being in him, you living your life the way he designed it to work. Yes. Right?
Well, no, and again, all that was said, but I just don't even want to sow the thought, because most people, again, we talk about our verse for this broadcast is this, 3 John, right, where he says, I delight more than anything that my children are walking in the truth. It brings me no greater joy, it says, than to know. And that thought that most people don't have, married life and joy are many times contrary to one another. Yes. Right? Yeah. Teenagers and joy are many times contrary to one another. Right. 2-year-olds and joy are many times. But God makes the seed thought of there is no greater joy in life than living out God's truth in your family life. And even in those stats we gave earlier, those 5 things, those are not churchy. Barna didn't come up with those stats. That's what the world says at large. That's right. Married people live longer, make more money. They are way more successful in their career. They're overall happier and less depressed, and they have way better sex than all the swinging singles that are out there.
That's right.
And so listen to me. That's just marriage.
Yes.
So why would I want to tell my young people, whoa, 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 you need to wait.
Hold off as long as you can.
You need to put that off as long as possible. And then we do other stuff like that. We go, and hey, and then if you get married, Rodney, now you get married, now those kids, ooh, man, you need to don't even like 4 or 5. I mean, because that was the advice that we stupidly followed.
Yes.
You need to wait just a long time, because whatever joy in life your marriage didn't suck out of you, these kids are going to be little parasites of the soul. And they're going to go, and they're going to suck the rest of the joy out of your life. Listen to me, because we got that before. Oh, you know, a new baby's born.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, congratulations. Now wait till they're 2.
Just wait till they're 2. And then you have your baby gets to be 2 and you're going to have another one. Oh, just wait. Just wait.
And they go, well, wait till they're a teenager.
Yeah.
Well, then wait till they're, and there's these little foxes that even as
spoil.
believers, and I'm not talking about, I've had these conversations. I expect those kind of conversations from the world because they don't know. Right. But in the church, we have these kind of conversations.
Can you just tell that story of that gentleman that was trying to get your camaraderie, so to speak, with him complaining about was it 12 or 13-year-old girl?
Oh, I don't.
At church, and he's like, oh, well, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know. So, yeah,
what do you do
a
when...
brother in the church, and I won't name names because they might be watching.
Because I'll pinch you.
But I'm famous. Those who don't know me, I'm famous for we're going to call it out, right?
No. I'm famous for saying no.
And so, but he goes, man, my daughter, she's 13, and it's just all this attitude and all this stuff is going on, and it's just, man, it's terrible. And
you know what I mean?
And he looked at me, you know what I mean? You gotta. And I had to look at him, and I'm like, yeah, I got no idea what you're talking about.
No.
And not to be haughty or arrogant or proud or to say, but it's like there is a different way to live.
Absolutely.
And guys, listen. I know we talk about this in spiritual stuff. Like, again, if I'm running around and I'm a depressed person, I understand, and please hear me, I'm not trying to downplay anybody that's going through that. But if I'm chronically depressed as a believer, then there's something I don't know.
Right.
There's something I don't believe.
Right.
And I know that.
That you're not persuaded about yet.
Yeah, that we're not persuaded. And I understand there might be some stuff, and somewhere in all of our episodes, we'll probably touch on some mental health and some soul stuff.
Yeah.
But it's the whole, I jokingly say, even as a good day should sneak up on me.
Right.
I should accidentally every now and then have a good day.
Wow.
But if I'm a believer that consistently every day is a slog, every day is a downer, every day the devil's attacking me, every day I'm like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. I got the spirit of Eeyore on me. Oh, bother. It's only me. I don't know how we're going to make it. And then there's something about my God, my Father, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's something about my salvation that I don't know, right? Because not that I'm saying we're going to have, we were talking about this, I know you weren't there last night with us, but even at church, but not saying that the bumps in life won't happen. I mean, I love what our spiritual father, Brother Kenneth Hagin, used to say. He gave the analogy of an old buckboard wagon from Texas. If you've ever, I don't know if you've seen that, but that old Western wagon, not the Conestoga wagon that had the cover over it, but the old stiff buckboard. And he'd say, a buckboard wagon does just that. It bucks you out. When you hit a hole, it's so rigid and stiff, you're likely to fly out the wagon.
Yeah.
Right. And he says, the benefit of being a believer is not that the bumps of life won't happen.
Yeah.
It's that I don't have to become unseated.
Right.
When I hit the rut in life, I do not have to be thrown out of my wagon.
Right.
I do not have to. I can. And again, even on this, okay, man, you got to help me remember and come back around because I still left this brother out, and we got to come back to family and all grandparenting and stuff. But because now I got now I'm all riled up, right? I mean, it's all.
We're just having a great time. I hope you're following.
I hope you're having a good time too. Hopefully you're still listening. But. There's a verse that says this, and it was a marking verse. It's in James. It says, brothers, when you fall into various trials and
I
temptations.
just read that this morning. That's
Right.
so cool.
And what does it say, Rodney? It says, count it all joy. Now, it's
right.
an interesting thing. If you go look in like Blue Letter Bible or some application where you can look at the Greek language, the primary use of the Greek word that we translate as count, it can be used as like an accounting word, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count it joy.
Yeah.
But its primary usage is the word command.
Yes.
Now, that makes way more sense to me.
Yeah.
Hey, brothers and sisters, when you fall into a life trial,
Yeah.
command joy.
Yes.
Draw up from your spirit
And command joy
and
into the
command
situation.
joy into this situation.
I also want to just tweak that
Yeah.
a little bit, because when we hear fall, we immediately think falling into sin.
That
And
may
that
not
it's
be.
something that I've now caused. But trials come, and they just come because they're trials. So life is going to come full of trials, but it's also going to come full of blessings. And it's about your response to those things,
Yes.
right? So it's not that you're falling because you did something wrong and you have now fallen. It's just
Yeah.
there was a hole in the road and you fell into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Well, it's like this. Oh, here's an analogy. Well, Brad, what does that look like?
right.
Right. And again, we haven't totally exited the
No.
on-ramp.
Yes.
This is part of the dailies.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
This is part of,
It's how you choose to view
View
things. It's
things.
what filter you are actually thinking through.
it's like this. So I'll pick on us. So
Oh,
now,
boy.
and I'm going to ask you some
Oh,
questions.
boy.
Right. So, Celina, every day, there's not a
Yes.
day, right?
Yeah.
Every day is just amazing with me, isn't it? I mean, I'm just so awesome to live with, and I'm a pleasure to be around. I mean,
Mostly.
but are there times that it's not that way?
Yes.
Well, listen to me. So
Yes.
this is what I'm saying. Sometimes, again, when we fall into a trial, it's like you said, it's not sin. Sometimes you fall into a trial with me because I've got a bad attitude that day.
Yeah.
Somewhere in my day, I didn't command joy.
Right. Yeah.
I fell prey to the onslaught of the day.
The ups
Whatever,
and downs.
the ups and downs, and I let
Yes.
it get me, and my soul got me. And so
Yeah.
someday I'm not a nice guy. I know that's hard to believe, but it's sometimes I'm just not pleasant to live with,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So even in those, but what we can do, and the same
Yes.
thing with you,
Yeah.
sometimes it's a challenge to live with this beautiful lady.
Yeah, I know.
And so what I have to
Especially
do
if I get riled up about something.
is I have to command joy about my marriage.
Yeah.
I have to remember, wow, no, wait a minute. This is who she is.
Yeah.
Right. And I tell people all the time because she was awesome when I married her.
Or you wouldn't have married
Or wouldn't have
me.
married, right? I mean,
Right?
most of us look and go, man, he or she was Miss Wonderful. He was Mr. Amazing. I mean, we were just awesome
Yeah.
and stupendous when we were all Twitter-pated and single and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then they married me and they stopped being amazing.
Oh,
I seem to be the common factor in the loss of amazing, right? So I say that, guys, listen, how do we do this? I have an amazing wife.
and I have an amazing husband.
So whenever it's a trial to live with her,
Same. Yeah.
right, or it's a trial, we command joy
Yes.
by rejoicing, and that's what that means. Rejoice to me means I'm going to rejoy. I'm going to joy one more time
Yeah.
in something. I'm going to rejoice in the fact that I've got an amazing wife.
Yeah.
I'm going to thank God for my wife.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to do that first of all to me. It starts in my own head.
Yeah. And
But then if you really want to take it and cement it in there, I'm going to express it verbally
Yes.
to her.
And that will jar me out of my momentary whatever's going on with me. And it's awesome because he'll say it happened yesterday. You know, I had a hard time processing some things and he just came right back with, "Oh, but everything's awesome and you are awesome and you're just passionate about that. But you are going to do just fine. And I know you're processing, but we're so grateful." And it was like, switch. Oh, Thank you. Not only did I feel heard and understood, I also felt elevated and inspired to just keep persevering and now walk with some wisdom in this area, right?
Because you can command.
That's right.
Guys, listen to me. We can command joy.
Yes.
When I go through, when the marriage may be challenging, I can command joy. Mm-hmm. When my 2-year-old is doing 2-year-old activities, I can command joy. When my teenager may be teenagering, I can command joy, right? When I'm confronted with the world's little foxes,
Yeah.
I can command joy.
Yes.
Listen to me. Man, the powerful thought, the fruit of the Spirit are on demand.
Yes, they are. Yes,
Right?
they
It says in Psalms, in the very first chapter of Psalms, it says, we are like trees and we're planted by a river of living water.
Yep.
So the daily, what can we do? It says we meditate on the word of God in
That's
that
right.
psalm, night and day. It's in our thinking.
Yes.
We keep it before our eyes, it says in Proverbs,
Yes.
right? So when we keep the word of God before us, we keep it in our thoughts, we keep it coming into our listening and all that kind of stuff. We post it up on our mirrors, which are great things to do.
Yeah.
And we've got it before our eyes. We got it coming into our ears. We're watching, stuff like we're making here
That's
and other
right.
folks that are here on BGTV, and we're listening to it. And we're meditating on the word of God. It says you're a tree planted by rivers of water. Now notice, and you will produce fruit
Yep.
in its season. Well, what does that mean in its season? It's not like, I know, here again, we're coming into springtime and things will start coming into season.
Yeah.
Strawberries will come first, and then also other kind of stuff comes. And again, I'm a geeky little gardener guy, but strawberries come in the spring because they help us clean out our intestines from winter. Food. Mm-hmm. Have you ever noticed that watermelons come in the summer because it's when we're thirsty and it's hot? Mm-hmm. Have you ever noticed that citrus fruit comes in the wintertime, right? When we need vitamin C, because there's flu and bugs and stuff going around. Hey, listen to me. So like that parallel, when joy isn't present, it must be the season for joy.
Yeah. And we can produce it.
And we produce
demand.
it on demand from our spirit.
Yes.
But why? Because this must be a season for joy. Why?
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling sad.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling whatever. Okay, then this must mean it's the season to bear some joy.
Yes.
Hey, I'm feeling some selfishness. Oh, that must be a season for love. Right? Because believe it or not, the opposite of love isn't hate. It's self-centeredness.
Yeah.
That's the opposite, right? So, does that make sense? So when we're troubled and anxious of mind, man, must be a season for peace.
This is exciting stuff, Brad. I feel like I got the power.
And again, listen, because he didn't leave us powerless.
Exactly.
He didn't leave, God, our Father did not leave us victims to the winds of life.
No. It's the
Right?
opposite.
Remember, it's the opposite. It says the wind only affects us that do not have a grounding faith.
Yeah.
Right? That's what James said. Don't be tossed about by the winds of doubt.
That's right.
Right? So we're not bound by circumstance. Well, guys, hey, listen, we're coming up against our time. I know we all got excited.
Yeah,
How fun is that?
That was awesome.
This is joyful. It's what it looks like.
Yes.
Hey, listen, we'd love to hear your questions and receive information from you. Again, we want to create a time in every show where we answer some questions as they begin to come in. So you can just write us at info@thehollimans.com.
Right.
And again, if you'd like to follow along in any greater way, you can just check us out at the same webpage, thehollimans.com. All thing Hollimans is there and all that kind of stuff. And please subscribe to BGTV that's bringing this to us. Like, subscribe, hit all the buttons, do all the things. And as well, you can do that with us on YouTube at the Hollimans on YouTube. We'd love to see you there. And so until the next time, we love you guys. And remember, more joy is possible.